I thought my dad forgot my birthday. Then he showed up at midnight. My dad wasn't the emotional type. He rarely said I love you. He never remembered anniversaries. And every birthday, he'd simply hand me a card and say, "Happy birthday, kid." So when my 30th birthday came around and I didn't hear from him all day, I wasn't surprised. Still, it hurt. By 9 p.m., my phone had buzzed with messages from friends, coworkers, and distant relatives. Nothing from Dad. I figured he'd forgotten. Around 11 p.m., I gave up waiting. I turned off the lights and got ready for bed. Then at exactly 11:57 p.m., someone knocked on my front door. I opened it. There stood my dad. He was covered in dust, wearing work boots, and looked completely exhausted. In one hand he held a small chocolate cake from a gas station. In the other, a folded paper bag. Before I could say anything, he apologized. He'd been driving home from another state after helping repair storm damage. His phone had died that morning. He'd spent nearly 12 hours on the road. He smiled and said, "I wasn't going to let the day end without seeing you." We sat on my front porch, eating gas station cake with plastic forks. It wasn't fancy. It wasn't planned. But it ended up being my favorite birthday I'd ever had. Before leaving, he handed me the paper bag. Inside was my favorite baseball glove. Not a new one. The old one we'd used when I was a kid. He'd spent weeks restoring the worn leather because he'd overheard me telling my wife that I wished I still had it. I asked him when he'd found the time. He laughed, mostly during lunch breaks. That old glove still sits on a shelf in my office, not because it's valuable, but because every time I look at it, I remember something. Love isn't always loud. Sometimes it arrives 3 minutes before midnight, carrying gas station cake.